Get out! I order you!
No. No, George.
Charlotte!
You cannot force me away. I will not go.
I command it! Go!
I will stay! I command it!
Please, Charlotte, please go.
No.
They're not autistic, they're just quirky. Part 2. The quirks. Practices conversation scripts and times their eye contact. Rips out every clothing tag they find. Can't eat most foods because of the texture. Almost always wears noise-canceling headphones. Stomach gets upset by literally anything. Rather crawl in a hole than make small talk. And can't stand a single strand of hair touching their face. They were, in fact, very autistic.
Open the blinds, get out the shade room. Maybe you could stop getting involved in some when you're not involved. Or maybe you go for a walk somewhere that is not a mall.
Hey, can you pass me that? No. What do you mean, no? You're right there. It's in your hand. It's a joke. I'm being sarcastic. Of course I'm gonna give it to you. Here you go. Okay, but with sarcasm, you're supposed to, like, change the pitch of your voice so that people, like, know that you're being sarcastic. Yeah, isn't that what I just did? Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been? No, I've been here the whole time. What? No, you haven't. Why won't you just tell me? I'm just joking. I was being sarcastic. I was just at the store. I just got back. Okay, Morgan, that's not really sarcasm. That's kind of just lying. Yeah, isn't that, like, the same thing? Oh, wow, Morgan, your hair looks so put together today. Oh, thank you. Morgan, that was not a compliment. She was being sarcastic. It was like a subtle way of telling you that your hair looked messy. No, it's not. She said that it looked really put together. No, Morgan, it's sarcasm. She's being mean. Oh, then she probably thought my reaction to that was really weird.
I just wanted to document firsthand how terrible the store is for a neurodivergent person. I'm in the store right now. It's so loud. The music is so loud. It's cold. I wish I had my sweater. It's bright. I can't find anything. I'm just looking for the mayonnaise, and I can't wait to get out of here. But it's hard to think because I'm freezing. There's people.
I've had a habit since childhood that I didn't recognize until high school. I used to fidget with my fingers or nearby objects. I never really noticed this habit until a therapist pointed it out to me one day. She was helping me fill out some paperwork, which is a task that really irks my soul. In an effort to both reduce my stress as well as insert small delays, I'd pause between each blank space to shake the pen between my fingers. I think the therapist picked up on the fact that stopping to shake the pen between each box dragged out this unpleasant process. Tired of waiting 20 minutes for me to finish this paperwork, she finally said, "I need you to stop shaking the pen and keep working." For a variety of reasons, paperwork makes my blood boil. A lack of frustration tolerance and low impulse control sent the pen flying out of my hand and onto the floor. It wasn't until later that I realized shaking objects is a kind of stimming for me. Discreetly fidgeting with whatever was around instead of a specific object meant that I didn't see a pattern in my own behavior until someone else pointed it out to me. Now that I've seen my version of fidgeting or stimming with objects takes the form of shaking them, I look for fidget toys that like to be shaken, or that shake well. Self-awareness is shaking the shake slug or noodle while simultaneously being able to stay on task when doing any amount of adulting.
So I've been working with a bunch of high-masking, high-support needs autistic people lately. Their responses to assessment would almost be funny if they weren't so sad. So I'll be doing like capacity assessments and asking them, do you need help showering? Do you need help eating? And I'll say, no. I'm just looking at all their other scores, their sensory profile, like, and they go, oh, I just don't do that. I just don't do that anymore. Yeah, that's not counted.
As a person with autism, one thing that I struggle with is knowing when to stop. I can go on and on and on and on, and it's the hyper focus that can be a good thing or it can be an absolutely terrible thing. Like, I know I'm supposed to get all these things done, but I cannot for the life of me stop this. I tell myself I'm gonna stop this at 10:15. 10:15 gets here. Okay, 3 more minutes. Nope. And then it just continues on and on and on. And then on the adverse side of that is knowing when to start something. That procrastination, it's like, okay, I'll do it this time, I'll do it at this time, I'll do it at this time, and continuing to put it off. But the thing is, when I finally do it, it's so hard for me to break the concentration of doing it, especially when it's something that doesn't necessarily have an end to it, like when it comes to researching, or something that's a really big project where I can continue to do all day. There's a difference between me doing something and I'm able to hyper-focus, but the hyper-focus comes at a point where I'm at the end of the project. There's no more to do. But when it comes to a point to where I can continue to go on and on and on and on, it's so hard for me to stop anything because it's no stopping point.
And the food was the bee's knees.
Ew, oh my god.
What? I said it was nice.
But you just said there were bees in it.
No, it means it's good.
Oh. No, yeah, we should definitely meet up and do something.
Great, I'll give you a bell.
Why would I need a bell?
Yeah, he literally just didn't turn up, he pied me off.
He did what with a pie? That was such a good film.
Absolutely, the dog's bollocks.
I must have missed that bit.
That was so expensive.
No way, how much?
It must have cost me an arm and a leg.
A what?
I threw, sorry. Oh, cat got your tongue.
Oh my god, have you got a cat?
Hey, I'm autistic, you're autistic, you wanna go for a walk? Alright. I feel angry at myself today. As an autistic person, I've spent most of my life with low self-esteem, and I'm realizing now how many decades have I spent not believing in myself. Because hey, my parents and family never took me seriously. They never took my expression or my special interests seriously. So why would I take myself seriously? The first time I really believed in myself was in high school when this music teacher I had named Mr. Burrell said that I could do it. Sometimes all it needs is just one person to believe in you. And I would like to be that person for you, to be honest. Come on. And for so long, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. But it wasn't because I didn't know. I just convinced myself that it was not possible for me. You know the autistic thing when you calculate all the outcomes in your head? And the all or nothing thinking is like, you can't do this, that's gonna fail, that's gonna fail. You've already tried that, that's gonna fail. So the life that I really want, the career that I really want, I convinced myself it wasn't possible, and I felt hopeless, and then I got depressed. So if there's something that you really want to pursue, a way of being, a life, a career, like let me ask you this, what do they have that you don't? Seriously, what do they have that you don't? I bet that if you played by your own rules, like if you had enough rest and you had accommodations, I bet that you would outdo any neurotypical person out there. I take you seriously. I take your dreams seriously. I take your ideas and your expression seriously. And I think it's time you take yourself seriously, don't you think? Cool, well thanks for walking with me.